All right, let's start this. And hopefully it goes well because, yeah. Let me just cycle there we go. So tonight we're going to be playing if... Oh, this is the one... So we're playing Kirby 64, which is one of my all-time favorite games. And I think the first Kirby game I, played ever. It's a personal favorite, and I forget that this is one of the few games that doesn't use the joystick on the 64 controller at all. So this is probably aside from the progress on my first file, this is probably the first time my 64 controller has ever had its D-pad used. Fishing, cooking, Katsudon, and realize you were streaming. So, oh, that's going to be good. I'm not entirely sure. Wait, no, I said no, I don't need this. No, thanks. But that sounds good. I'm going to wait for a hot second so more people have a chance to filter in before I get to the Donothon rewards. Because it was decreed during the poll I ran on Twitter that a couple other people are running mini events or other Donathons for this, and we're all contributing to the same GoFundMe, which I'll just put up in chat. GoFundMe, which means that it does increase from other people's events, which led to the question: do I put only things that are can be traced back to community members or happening during when I'm streaming, or do I just count progress to the whole thing as progress to my goal? And overwhelmingly, the answer was progress to the GoFundMe is progress to the goals, which, good, that was kind of the answer I was looking for. But that does mean that we got through, the other donos bumps that number up. Oh, shoot, I wanted that copy ability. To $405, which a lot. I'm really happy with how well this is going, that people are enjoying things. I'm also going to stick with Needle because it's just good. So that means that karaoke night's happening. I'm not sure how that's going to go or what it's going to be like, but that's certainly something to look forward to when I have the mental energy to string more than a couple sentences together. No idea when that will be, but look forward. I'm thinking for a lot of things like the game redeems, because I know we have Doom on the steering wheel already, and depending on how things go, we might have Dark Souls 2. Oh shoot, I almost forgot to update the goals to be specifically Dark Souls 2. Not 1, because everyone does that, but 2, everyone likes. I like to imagine people are contributing to them all. They are. Next time I see one of those, I'm just going to say, you are contributing to making a bread roll very unhappy, and we salute you. That bread roll deserves it. Hey Jess, thanks for lurking. I hope that work's going good for you. I appreciate the support and that you're able to pop in during work, because that I try sometimes for streams, and that usually leads to focus being completely split. Yeah, speaking of, I think that, oh shoot, I forgot that I need bombs for this one. So, oh, hey, bombs. I'm thinking half hour into stream, then we'll... hey Sith, welcome in. Just saying that half hour into stream, I'm going to be doing the Spice Cabinet Mayhem. Oh, I love Waddle. I love Waddle Dee here specifically because it's just so cute and pudgy. So round. He has no idea what's behind him. But for some ungodly reason, I have the Mayhem mixed. It's brown. That's for starters. Let me pull up the after the Waddle Doo fight. I'll pull up what's all in it. I also love that this is the one Waddle Doo in the game. Oh, it's Daddy from Full Metal. You know, there is a certain visual similarity between the two. It's just, hey Nate, thanks for lurking. Kara, with just a little guy, you're going to have to be more specific. Everyone in Kirby is just a little, they're just little, they're small. This is just a game that you can get diabetes from watching. We'll go for the card. Completely missed. I will probably be fine at that mini game at the end, but until then, nope. Also, this is my all-time favorite level. Like, there are times when I'll just boot up this game and just sit in the ambiance of this specific level. Oh, I completely missed, but I'll take Firebomb. I'll take Fireworks Show. Like, fall is one of my favorite seasons to begin with, and this song sticks in my head more than the Harvest Moon Magical Melody fall soundtrack as just perfectly fall. Yeah, they're just so small and adorable. Like, there's nothing that isn't cute in this entire game. Yes, important to avoid diabetes. Preemptively double pump insulin. Just basic. Yeah, there is very few people I know who don't like fall scenery. Like, it's kind of funny. I find it a little bit funny and ironic that one of the most beautiful and expressive times of the year is when everything is kind of very explicitly dying. Because when the leaves change, fall off the trees and everything right before going dead and dormant just gives the most beautiful display of absolutely everything you can. Beforehand is just amazing. So I love how Waddle Dee joins in to help for various vehicles or stage transitions. Like, he's doing his best to help. Okay, there's one. Aha! Whew. I remember if you do that wrong, then you'll end up chasing it. Hey Ace, how are you doing? We're just chilling, talking about fall, and I am eyeing a cup. Oh, I forgot that stuff. A cup of every spice I had in my cabinet mixed into pure vanilla extract that we'll get to later. Yeah, that's why it's so beautiful. It's the exact point where the cycle of life completely restarts. All right, I was getting up the what all I have in the cup of death. We have seasoned salt, thyme leaves, curry powder, black pepper, paprika, oregano leaves, granulated garlic, chili powder, cinnamon, cocoa powder, cumin, more paprika, all right, red pepper, white pepper, a little bit of nutmeg, onion powder, Old Bay seasoning, and some lemon pepper seasoning. The whole thing is brown. The only way I can describe as to how it smells like is like sinners in the hand of an angry god. It smells like death. There's a little bit of brimstone and heat from all the, actual peppers. Oh, thank you, Ace. That does mean a lot to hear. I'm really glad that it's something that you can look forward to when it's early. Digestive system is going to go nuclear from that. Technically it's already nuclear, but yes, I have preemptively cleared a path to the bathroom. There is nothing in the way, and there's a straight shot to, when I say, oh god, to the inevitable. The worst thing is I should have only put in like a half or a quarter teaspoon of each spice, but I just grabbed a full teaspoon because I'm like, this is good enough. Oh wow, Adelaide's really not as tough as the rest of her minions. But good news that we got the curse knocked out of her. So I had to put in a lot of vanilla to make this float. It's chunky. Oh wait, I should get a full-on picture of this to post after if I survive. Add flour and yeast and we can make an evil. I'm not even sure that this would properly. It's so sad when you miss. I'm not even sure if this would properly set up. The thing it reminds me of the most is because a lot of what I have is seasonings explicitly for tacos. Because like the red pepper, the cumin really has a strong flavor, so that's let's ditch this for now. It served its purpose. So that's really where a lot of the smell comes from. But for everything else, like it's a lot of like savory spices more than anything else. Ooh. Ow. I really need this. My head's... I know, it's just... And depending on what sources you go to, he's either, like, a couple feet tall, or, like... I think the one that they gave in Brawl that really screwed everyone's headcanons or canon of how big Kirby is they had him as, like, 10 centimeters, like, smaller than Olimar and the Pikmin. Which is, oh god, which is really, he's either at least like 2 feet or handheld. Oh, I can't get down there. But I think it'd surprise no one to say that Kirby is at least a massive inspiration for my design for small spherical orbular. Like, ooh, butter. There we go. Oh, thank God there's a Maxim tomato. Imagine Kirby is Snorlax size and everything else is the world soup. I can actually get behind that. Like, oh no, I want to keep that. Like, he's huge, but everything else is super deformed and have the right proportions that it's hard to tell. And it's just, no, there's a whole lot of megafauna that... Oh, dang it, I need... Can I... Green's cutter, I believe. Oh. Yeah, that'll do. I forgot about the flaming sword. Never heard of Kirby? Well, Shara, you are in for a treat. Because we have... Wait. Well, first and foremost, a problem, because I can't get into there, but we'll deal with that later. I might... No, wait, I know how to get in there. So I want to try to get as many of the crystal shards as possible in one run through, because 100% completion does unlock certain things. There's another one. I love how this version of Cutter is just... Ah, you jerk. Just have a piece of Kirby's face. It's fine. Alright, let's see if we can get this. How? I think we need double cutter, because the block puzzles with all of those is each item will have a color on it, and that corresponds to whatever copy ability you need. And I think double cutter is big enough to go down there. Yep. The solution to the puzzle was more. What's next? I remembered... Ah, yes. Oh, there it is. Remember Castle DDD being long. I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm thinking if I remember the boss battle for this one, because World 1's actually like every single level ends with a boss battle for one of the friends that accompanies Kirby's through the entire rest of the game, and I'm thinking for this one it doesn't really matter. We got all 3, I think. No, we got 2 because one's from said. Right, I remember. It matters. Okay, now's the time to panic. Well, we'll just have to hope. So I really wish that I didn't. Oh yeah. I love DDD. Just no, mine. He means well, but is a complete and total jerk. and also gets possessed like every single game. I can't remember yeah, because part of the problem is that they had the same treatment with DDD as Bowser, where fans started loving him so much. Yeah, he's so much worse in the anime. Like, belly mouth. Like in the anime, he's actively antagonistic, and I remember loving it. Like that was the animated series for Kirby. I remember watching that a lot, and I think it was right after I got this game that I got clued in that it was here, that it existed. Like DDD in the games is portrayed as actually being a really good king. Like several times, he might be a bit of a jerk, but I remember several times he has like lines that amount to the only one who can bully my Waddle Dees is me. Hey, it's like a 70s cartoon villain in that. We'll eschew this. We'll go for the class. For the reflect. Oh, dang. Like projectiles at the boss enemies. But like he's actively shown to be a bad ruler that nobody likes. Is just plain and unapologetically evil. And is actively a massive problem, where in the games it either runs to the one time in Kirby Superstar, I think, or like the original games that he steals all of the food for some reason, to several times where he's actually right and Kirby's the one who unleashes whatever eldritch horror the game's final boss is going to be, to just kind of hanging around doing his own thing when he gets possessed. Like that is by far, because Zelda has the stereotype that the plot always get hijacked by Ganon. Kirby has the stereotype that DDD gets possessed all the time, because he does. And those times when he doesn't, he's like either, as I said, completely right in that whatever he did that Kirby got upset about was explicitly to keep something much worse from getting loose, either due to a misunderstanding, or yeah. So I remember the newest one, Forgotten Worlds. He's just actually a good guy who got brainwashed, and the moment he's not, he sacrifices himself for a random and singular Waddle Dee. He's actually a good dude. Okay, I should probably take the shot first because first of all, I think it's starting to separate. It's a color that I think it's a tasty drink, even though I know that it is not. And this is a good time, so I'm gonna take the shot after the cutscene. All right. I'm not looking forward to this. It's mostly all spicy things. How many times Kirby has beaten these Eldritch Horrors? At what point does the king just say, fuck trying to keep them sealed and just give Kirby everything he needs to beat them? Exactly. Wait, why do you have I love that combination of remote. All right. Let's do this. Oh, God, the heat. Hang on. Oh. It's not even liquid. It's yeah, I think I did. It wasn't even liquid. It was solid all the way through. I thought I put enough vanilla in this to prevent that, but no, it's just a solid mass. And it's so spicy. Congratulations. The first VTuber casualty. Oh. I'm going to go dump. No, I am not. I am aggressively not winning. Yeah, there's just like a solid mass of leaves and spices. Hey, I'm gonna water it down and see if I can actually get this drinkable. I can't. I can't get it drinkable. Okay, not only does it look like sinners in the hand of an angry god, I almost did. Like, it was just, the flavor was too intense of so many spices, savory and sweet from the chocolate and sugar I put in, plus cinnamon and some nutmeg, that I had to spit it out. I could at least drink the combination of condiments, but this is so much worse. I'm going to, as is tradition, run this down my garbage disposal and get something to clear this taste from my mouth. Just a moment. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That takes the crown for the second worst thing I've ever ate. That is definitely worse than every condiment. Which I'm happy about, because I was worried that the condiments were going to be so bad that nothing truly would beat them. But it appears not to be the case. I can still feel the heat from all that. Man. That... I can only imagine what drinking the whole thing would be like, because... yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as at sinners in the hand of an angry god. Ah. Shoot, this means I'm going to have to work hard to make... No way, I know what how very spicy egg can be worse. That one... The first food ones have the benefit of being understandable. Nope, nope, nope. I want to keep the drill. It's understandable that I don't need to drink the entire thing. For very spicy egg, the problem with that is I will have to eat it and just not do anything for the spice. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Hey, actually, looking ahead, the next milestone past karaoke night is insulting all of chat, which that should be fun. I'm thinking for the like 750-ish milestone, like at that point, one thing that I could do is DM a one-shot or like some sort of big event with a lot of work into that, which at least half of the punishment for that for me is going to be having to deal with the worst part about tabletop games. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. I need to put a marker in here to clip that after. Because it's hard enough to find time for a regular D&D game. It's even harder when you're trying to coordinate a stream time, which, because you can do D&D with friends like completely head empty. You can plan it too. I've done that most of the time. Hey Minx, you just missed the shot of everything in everything in my spice cabinet in vanilla extract. Oh, wait. That seems like it should be rock and spike. Maybe I need a tanner one. We'll see. Yes, this is such a great game. How are you doing, Minx? I hope that you're doing good and had a good rest of your stream boyfriend dungeon. That seems like a fun game. Let's see. D&D one shot with chat and chat votes on what actions to take. That's actually not a bad idea. I could see that working. Oh wait. Dang it! I think I need the lightning. All right, let's see if we can get it. I mean, the timing isn't, but ow. Not much is up, but it's been yeah, I had a feeling like that. I heard that, I'm like, yeah, that could be a Doug thing. But granted, my Doom on a controller also kind of stolen from Doug because of I was binging all of his weird challenges of like, I try to do this or whatever on like voice commands. Yes, thank you, Ace. That was a huge help in the whole process. Okay, I think this is what I need for the last level, but also it's just a fun one. But yeah, but no, Minx, I'm always nice seeing you dropping by, and I didn't know that you're a big fan of this game. Like, it's one of my favorites and one of my first games, but I've been waiting to play this since pretty soon after I started streaming, just because I wanted to wait until I could get a physical copy on my 64, because I always played it on the Wii's virtual shop, or Yeah, emulator one. Ah. Technically, Doug did 3 characters, but different chat Oh, right, yeah. I remember seeing the, I forced my chat to participate in unethical D&D game. But, and I do kind of want to look into, like, the various code that he's made to do, like, chat controls, because I know that there's an API or extension that can let, like, people click on the screen and I can get that input on my end and then hook that up to various results. Yeah, I did see that. That's the start of documentation that I want to start looking at, because that sort of crowd control, and actually just like regular crowd control, I think one of the things I want to do is, I remember you did give me the base, or a link to the base code, but I at the time didn't really have many ideas for what to use it for. And now I'm of the opinion that I'll figure out what this is good for later. But oh, it's just right there. But first I want to mess with it because it seems fun. Because that is the same sort of logic that led me to VTubing at the start. Because I'm just like, oh, I see my friend is using reactive PNGs. That seems like a really cool piece of tech. I want to try that out. I know there's something somewhere for like the next shard. I don't know where it is or in what direction. Could be anywhere. Oh, I think it's up. That was close. But after watching a bunch of... that was too close. Got squished. After watching a bunch of his videos, I kind of caught on to just how many different ways that there are to add chat interactivity. Oh, dang it, my electro nonsense is gone. Let's see if we can find another rock, just because I like what you can do with that. Dang it, ow! Takes so much damage. I've thought for a while that really the only skill that I have that sets me apart from everyone else, because even it's like you don't necessarily need a specific skill, but it's nice to be able to have something that you can bring in and... Oh god, I'm taking a lot of damage. Too much! Just to have something to set yourself apart, and even for something like art that I know a lot of people are good with drawing and are able to like make their own models or stream assets, which is just huge for reducing costs. But it's all, I've always thought it's nice to bring the fact that I know how to code to just be something that I can have on stream and see what I can do for like interactability, like the chat shot, the auto shout out bot. That was just a really nice thing to reduce mod actions and automate something really common. We'll enable the Skyrim voice thing where it says cheese, it spawns 10 wheels of cheese, but in VR. Oh, that is how the game was meant to be played. Like, no doubt about it. Todd Howard saw that and said, oh, thank God, somebody finally enabled the vision. There is no such thing as too much cheese. And between Yeah, because I remember part of the appeal with those, if I say something, then all of this will spawn in, is to make it so that people will donate or interact with stream and trick. Sorry, I had something else in mind. I meant just like trick with TTS or whatever to try to trick him into saying like cheese. I think the big problem is if I set that up, that I would be too I'd just be too aware of it. I just know, like, okay, if I ever need healing, I don't need to buy anything. I can just say cheese, 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 and all my problems will broke even. That's worth it. All my problems will be solved. Many new ones will immediately take their place, but the immediate problem of not having cheese, done. Okay, where am I? Oh. No, it's just some extra stars. I mean, given that I'm playing distracted, I will take more lives. We can, no rush, just send you an... Oh, yeah, I can pull that up with enough munders. Oh. That is... Thank you for the heads up for that, because there's some things that I completely forgot. Let me pull up... where... But just remind me that there's other ways to donate if you want to, because... Oh, hey, butterfly. First of all, you can go through the Ko-fi, and that will also be counted towards the total. And also, if you don't... hang on. Let me do one thing at a time before I finish the updates to this. Because she's also offered to give away a headshot sketch in your stream, and I don't know how to set up a giveaway. I'll... Actually, wait. I know how. No, I don't, because that doesn't track names. I don't know how to manage your time. Yeah, maybe for next stream, because I can set something up for it, but... thanks for the lurk, Sith. But that is definitely something that I am fine for promoting, and thanks again for offering all that, Chess, because I meant to but forgot about the coffee. Yeah, maybe midstream isn't the best time for that. For a moment, I thought that I could set up my bot because it tracks in the console for debug information every exclamation mark command that is entered, but then I realized that unless I have debug up, it doesn't track who said it. But yeah, no, I really appreciate the offer for the headshot sketch giveaway. And again, for reminding me that Ko-fi is an option. Did update the GoFundMe. Yeah. Wait. Oh. I only edited the timer command, not the actual command. Well, a bit of scuff is good, and I have the absolute perfect excuse because I'm pretty sure I have lost brain cells from the spice challenge. Get the spacing. Let me check just want to check the timer to make sure that that didn't. All right, that should be good. Yeah, there's a Ko-fi as well, which I'll fix that after. It exists there, which is a big thing. All right, I was going to go backwards to get the because I think Oh wait. So going to get the last one here because I think Spark and Spike is, or Electric and Needle is the one I need for that. But yeah, that is a good point, and I did mean to update the GoFundMe link to also include the Ko-fi, because I know that a lot of people donate anonymously, but the fact that it does ask for like a full sign-in and full name, which fortunately the weird thing is that you can use your full name, and most people will have no idea who did it unless credit is taken, because nobody knows the full name. But that's also a very fair objection to that, because personal information is, yeah, important to keep that quiet. And I'm pretty sure GoFundMe is one of those things that, like, when it launched, Facebook was big. Also, I can still smell the spice mayhem around here. I didn't even spill it, it's just in the air. Easily second worst thing I've ever had. The first is still and will always be the one attempt I've ever had at making French onion soup that just did not go. Didn't realize. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, that it's so predatory and so scummy that you can't even put the link for a GoFundMe out there, because it has, obviously the URL has GoFundMe in it, but they'll just latch on. I remember I posted the link somewhere, I think in hey, we got to this, and then it is just 8 bots liking and retweeting and a bunch of replies that were so bad on modern Twitter, they all got suppressed. Yeah, I'm doing fine. That despite saying that it's one of the worst things I've eaten, it's not the worst gastrointestinal distress I've ever been in. At least part of the reason that by lore bread can eat literally anything is because in terms of, it's like I've always kind of had an iron stomach. One of the things that like my family remembers. Okay, is this? Huh. So it has to be Electro Rock. And I don't think I can get either of those at this point in the level. Ah, well. We'll just see this to the end. Like one of the things that was always said about in my family was that everyone kind of had a surprisingly strong stomach, partially due to... Ah! Thanks for the flood, Syphils. Hope you're doing well. Nice seeing you in here. But just because we spent a lot of time out on, like, one of the Great Lakes... More floods. That despite the weather or whatever rough lake conditions were, we just always kind of enjoy it and not be bothered in the slightest. Wow, I got knocked down. Am I going to reset? That is... You really got me this time. Huh. That is weird. I am stuck here. Oh, I can't... Okay, now I'm curious. I've never had that happen before. Get back over there. I stay where I am. Hope your hunt runs have been doing good, and I also saw you were helping a friend through Mortuary Assistant. Hope that was fun. Because I know that's one of those horror games where I feel that after you do it enough, you kind of get desensitized to it, and it's just kind of whatever. Oh, I love this one. He's accidentally sets himself on fire. Okay, what's the... I remember this one took a long... Right, it's just regular stone. Which I don't think there's anything here that just gives that. Ah. Oh, I mean, fortunately, this isn't the worst game to have to go back through and backtrack for, like, everything. I'm not even sure it's going to take all of an entire stream if I just get everything that I can. I don't know, down this one. That's right. Okay, I'm not sure I like that one as much as ability to just sit here and cut her. Double cutter. I just love, for as fun as each ability is, and I do wish that a modern Kirby game would just actually... Oh, I actually did make the right decision. Cool. But I really wish, and I know a lot of people have been wishing for a long time, that they would bring back the copy ability mixing, because it lets you have like the regular handful of standard Kirby abilities: cutter, bomb, fire, ice, electric, all that, but also have really interesting ones from being able to mix them, even if it's something silly like, yeah, it does the same thing as regular cutter, but just more, which is like every single double ability. Yeah. So I'm okay. Person yesterday had 2 clutch moments that got us the win in Mortuary Assistant. Yeah, Inconvenience Simulator actually does feel pretty... It actually does feel like a good description of like a lot of horror games, that it's less, after a while, it's less about trying to make a scary situation, more about stressing you out by removing niceties. Because I remember there's something about like Silent Hill that part of the reason that people were unhappy with how the remake looked was because it streamlined and modernized a lot of things, like the Resident Evil remakes, making it feel and appear more like an action game, where part of what people enjoyed about the original was that things were janky, things weren't polished. There was like there's always a good moment of panic where you had to fight the game as much as you had to fight the enemies in it. And unfortunately, even if there's a point to that having less intuitive and less... Yeah, it's about vulnerability. Exactly. That it's giving vulnerability through taking systems that would be more polished and intuitive in any other game, and instead making them something that you have to fight against as on top of everything, which adds to panic, feeling of vulnerability, and everything else. But after a certain point, it just becomes a pain. Like, I feel the same way about immersion in games. That after a point, if your immersion or realism just bogs down everything else, then there's a question of whether or not that is a good thing to have. Modern games lost the vulnerabilities older games had, which was unintended, but it added to them. Whole hardware limitations making the experience more felt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's similar to how, like, if you look at old pixel or 8-bit or 16-bit pixel graphics on a CRT, it kind of smooths it out because that was a hardware limitation, but one that was used. by using the limitation of the fact that CRT TVs did not have the resolution to actually display the whole image at high fidelity to what the art was, they were able to make use of some techniques to smooth it out and make limited sprites appear more detailed, but with whole game mechanics that it's kind of why I like to point out asset reuse in games, because it's not always a bad thing. Like, yeah, they had more limited hardware technology and would kill to be able to develop on anything on a system that's half as impressive. Ah! I thought I could make it and I was wrong. Like most devs back then would kill to develop on last generation hardware, but they were also very smart about how they made their mechanics fit into the overall scope of what type of game that they wanted to make. What's the combination for this? Because there's a shard here that you need. There's one copy. Oh, yeah, because she'll paint out a code in the last room that you have to enter here. It's electric and snow. That's the one that makes Kirby look like a light bulb. I also love that. Ah! How is it? Excuse me? Game? I was nowhere close to that. Nation is 6248. I'll try that next time I get wrecked. I'm not even sure if there are that many. Also, I love that if you hold certain enemies above your head, you'll get special, if questionably useful, abilities like being able to glide. Oh! Huh. It's a ton. Actually, a whole ton of things. I think I remember seeing a snow. Like a snowman enemy earlier, so maybe. Wait. I'm no longer sure that it's snow and electric. That might be the one that turns Kirby into a fridge. The electric and bomb. That's the one. All right, I want to do at least a little bit of cleanup here. So we need regular rock. Hi, thanks for lurking. Hope that you're having a good day. When I see you in. Ah. And thanks for the bread. Ah. And the bread. Ah. And the bread. Okay, normally I would say that you have to be running low on the. Oh, thank you. Have to be either running low on bread or. Wait, I need electric rock, didn't I? Yeah, well, let's roll. Went well overall, and ooh, didn't know about the interview, but I'm glad to hear that went over really well. I know that it's been. I think there's something in the season. Like it's that time of year where a lot of people are making changes in their lives for whatever reason. Because I know a lot of people have been talking about it, interviews and looking for new jobs, and I'm really glad that it seems to be going good for a lot of people, and hopefully you hear something back. I know job hunting is just absolute hell when it comes to actually hearing things back. You either get completely ghosted or just don't get any useful answer at all and have to keep on trying. But hopefully this company is at least decent and will give you an answer. Okay, I know it's not... I know the solution here isn't rock and spike, but now I'm wondering if I might have missed out on the electric. I think I missed out on the electric enemies. Shoot. Or... no, it's not bomb. Ah, I'm trying to think of all these combinations and trying to remember how I got them in whatever previous playthroughs I've had. Because they're... okay, spike, don't need that. There's an electric enemy coming up. That would be most appreciated. Because I can vaguely... oh, you're... oh yeah, well, you're fighting for your life. There's more important things in my life, such as figuring out how to get this shiny rock. Okay, if that... because it's definitely two things. One of them's the type of brown that is usually rock, but it's a lighter one that's messing with me. Like, it seemed like it could have been spike. Oh, there's a dude by the... yes! You! Because if it's not... yeah, because I'm thinking it's a lighter orange for like the ones that require dual combination. It's a lighter orange. Yes! That light one's for yellow. If it needs spike, it's going to be a lot clearer that it wants orange. Now I'm wondering is if a combination can cover for like a just one that needs a single. Ow. Ow, ow. One down. I'm taking the enemy trivia cards. We'll probably never look at them, and I have no real reason to try to fill out the enemy compendium, but I wanna. Okay, this one needs electric and ice. This one needs electric and... no, wait, this one just needs rock. They're... given the theming of this cave, I would be surprised if there isn't. In plenty of fire. Surprising amount of fire. I guess it is well lit. And if we don't... haha! It worked! Now we have to end with... with bomb or ice of some description. I think bomb, because I wasn't wanting that. The really annoying thing is when you get to levels that just explicitly don't have the combinations you need, because there's no guarantee that every single type of enemy is present on every single stage. That's when it starts to get annoying. Just because it then becomes a, okay, play through it once in order to see what I actually need. And then play through it a second time to actually get it. But as far as the mechanic goes, like, it makes sure that when you get to the end of the game and 100% it, that you will learn how these combination things go. Snow dude acquired. Now we just need a bomb. It's kind of too bad. I really like the... no, it's... I'm trying to remember some of the funnier ones. One of my favorites is Snow and Cutter, because it just gives Kirby ice skates. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Crystal Shard mechs. Ah, Yeah, I should probably fully explain that one of the things that Crystal Shards is absolutely loved for that has not made an appearance in the series since is the ability to hold 2 copy abilities at once. That if you have one, they'll work kind of similarly to like classic Kirby abilities. Like Ice is the classic spin around, freeze things, and then kick them away. Fire does a blazing tackle instead of the shooting flames, and Cutter throws the typical boomerang sort of thing. But with the second one, you can mix them into more interesting combinations. The ones I know off the top of my head is Ice and... like, the one that we want to find is Ice and Bomb, which turns... no, wait, we don't want Ice at all. We want... I completely forgot. But Ice and Electric turns Kirby into a refrigerator that can spit out tasty food for him to eat and recover health at will. Electric and... yeah, it's Electric and Fire will have him rub a sheet on his head until he bursts from static electricity. I'm just going to come back from this when I can find Electric and Bomb in the same one. But yeah, until it builds up static electrical charge, and then sets himself on fire and goes sprinting. Needle and Rock, or Spike and Rock, creates a drill that drags him along. No idea that's what the gimmick... yeah, it's super cool. It adds so many new abilities, and the closest we got is there's like a couple visual references in Forgotten Lands. Like Double Needle in this is the same as the Clutter Needle in that one, where it has a bunch of things, including a cactus, a pencil. Hey Mecha, hope you're doing well. Just ranting about one of my favorite Kirby games, about how the copy abilities work, that you can mix them into things that haven't really appeared but later, but like got visual nods in not 64, this is 64, in Forgotten Worlds. Hell yeah, I am glad that your interview went well. I was not paying attention and went right into that. All right, this time for sure. Well, that is good to hear. No, you're fine. I was going to run into that anyway. I had 2 bars of health, and it was not going good. Wait, I can just duck under these things? Or do I have invincibility frames? Let's test. I can just stand here and win by doing almost nothing. No, I really hope that you hear something back from them, because it's annoying as hell when an interviewer just ghosts you and doesn't tell you why. No, it's so squishable. Just goes meh. I love Kirby. Just the best. But yeah, Spirit, every time that a new Kirby game comes out, people always ask, will we ever see mixing copy abilities again? I can kind of see why they don't. That a lot of things that the copy abilities can do have been recycled into different forms. Like Fire and Needle turns into a flaming, lets you shoot flaming arrows. There's a couple combinations with Cutter, lets you fire off elemental sword, or lets you use elemental swords. Like Fire and Cutter is a flaming sword. Cutter and Electricity is a double-bladed lightsaber. And like with the aforementioned Clutter Needle being a separate spike ability in Forgotten Lands, they have brought back a lot of the ideas, but they haven't brought back the actual concept. Yeah, it would be so cool. Or even, well, I can see why they didn't do it in the 3D one, because that a lot of considerations had to be made for how oh, I love this one. It's so this game, I guarantee you've seen somebody with a Kirby emote with a weird face. Like, I know the wide eyes shock expression he made is a pretty common one. Ah, thanks for the flood. I just love the faces on and the expressions they did for this. But like, there was some considerations for didn't get to finish his cake. They had to make some concessions for Forgotten Lands, where they were only able to bring in certain ones and had to tweak existings. Like, I know that Bomb is usually considered as a really good copy ability because it can really bring out a lot of pain onto bosses. But in Forgotten Lands, it's generally considered not worth picking up that often because it's hard to control. It's hard to make sure that bombs go off next to enemies. And in general, it's considered best to just kind of skip. The kids do the scribble knots. Yeah, Adelaide, I remember Adelaide's whole gimmick was just, yeah, art comes to life. Don't worry about it. This feels this feels like something I can get through. The answer is yes. I just had to drop down. What? Was Scribblenauts made by? No, that one wasn't. That game wasn't made by Nintendo. It was made by, like, I feel like it was made by the same people who did Drawn to Life. But that one was also a fun game. I remember being super excited for it because I got it off of like an old school book order. Like, for whatever reasons, they had DS games in it. Yeah, that makes sense. It has a lot of, like, a big similar vibe to it. I remember being super excited for it and having a lot of fun just messing around and taping things to things that should not be taped to. Yes, those. Those were just enabling. Ah, I got frogged. The VTuber, aren't we all drawn to life? Maybe. Except... Oh, perfect. Except for those 3D modelers. Except for 3D model VTubers. Those were sculpted. Get bombed. Actually, I wonder if there's probably a I've just kind of accepted that there's a VTuber perhaps rigged to life. They should have called Needy Streamer Overload that instead. That is a good name for this nonsense. Okay, I know that if not... No! I think I need Cutter Bomb for something. Now, I wonder if there's like a stop motion VTuber out there. Like someone who had a claymation model. The thing is that there's a couple of concepts that are actually easier to do as a PNG tuber. I know there's one person who I've seen do. They have a 90s or 80s anime aesthetic of like original Sailor Moon sort of thing, which they do in PNG, and the way that they have it set up to switch between like the stock anime expressions of the era, like literally every emotion that you could think of that could occur in a 90s anime. I don't see a combination of like the stiffness inherent to that era of animation and how well they... Wait, what is that? Blue? Is that Ice Bomb? That's No, wait. That one might be Ice Bomb. Ah, dang it. Well, it's not Cutter, so I can get Electric back. Rig me to cheer. Oh my god, yes. Need more VTuber Hosier. Ow. But I feel like a claymation VTuber is the same thing, that it's great for a GIF or full PNG tuber. Harder to do with actual accurate face track. Nothing to rig right now, but yeah, oh, I forgot that got messed up. I'll fix that later. But I did do the skeleton model one, which did such a great job on 3D of the ribs that it's just plain impressive. Okay. See if we can maybe find explosives here. Yes. Yes, there it is. So you say rig 3 times, Mace shows up. That is true. I think that's how I got her to rig the model. I was just talking in DMs and said rig 3 times, and she's like, you know, I can do it. Which I'll never not find funny. Need to make a comic animation of, man, I need someone crazy enough to rig ribs, and me literally saying, I'm right here. We do, because that is actually how it happens. Like, I think down to the wording. Okay, I think those teardrop things drop ice. Maybe. Nope, that was a bad idea. My memory is the only thing I have going for me. And rigging skill. That's another thing. Ow. Penguin. Well, good news is we have... No, wait, we can't get Ice Bomb in that previous level. Is this just fighting crabs? Oh no, fighting the big crab. And... Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Talking about the combinations I know. Fire and rock is dynamite. No, wait, that's volcano. Bomb and rock is dynamite. I feel like rigging is one of those things you're never done. Yeah, it's so insane. Because I know that a while ago, actually someone I know, like, someone I know has on their model the ability to just lean in forwards, like get super close. They have said that they have that actually accurate to face tracking and not a toggle, so they do have to get like their face right up into the monitor every time. But like the lean meta came, I'm pretty sure specifically because of this one person I know. And there's always so many new things of like, how can we push this crazier and crazier, and how can we do better effects? I'm glad my Master Duel opponent negated my Max C, otherwise I'd deck out before I thought a turn. Hey, it's good for something. Rigging is the golf of VTuber world. Yes. I should. That... Hang on. That is... Wait, which one? There we go. This was... This, I don't think, counts as new and exciting. But this was something that was shown to me as a I was messing with the eyes and had to get them out of the way and found I could do this. I'm like, no, 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 keep it. That is going in. This is a thing now. Partially because I've seen everyone has those like eyes, mouth, eye emotes. I'm like, wait, but I could actually do it. Completely accurate. That's the way I have to explain this. Here's the thing. I know you say that jokingly, but like, you actually handled it very professionally because you had something, you were communicating model updates during that and said, hey, want to see something silly that happened while I was doing this? And then when the client made a request that appeared stupid, you're like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave that in. Just reminds me. Yes, this. That is exactly what it reminds me of, when you intentionally take a me and just drop it to whatever, go to like the full-on custom. Like, sure, it lets you make cool things like football helmets, and remember like orca whales was a very popular thing when they released the ability to share me's. Live on stream, like, right, it was live on stream. I thought it was, for whatever reason, I thought I first saw it in a DM. But yeah, you moved them out of the way. I'm like, no, 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 keep it. Oh, I've done that with art before. I had a client jokingly asked for something and said, yeah, sure. There's just, oh, no, I missed. Oh god, the mouth tracking, that's another thing that's just impressive. Like, the bones are one thing, but actually, hang on, I want to fix, speaking of bones, I do want to fix the coat toggle. There we go. And wait, why are all the breads blushing? Ow. I do have to remove them because has been no, you do not get any free redeems for mitosis. Yeah, no, considering the mouth actually had to be reworked couple times with art assets, and compared to like pretty much any model mouth, it's very simple. I think the mouth on Corpse is actually simpler than the mouth on Bread. And Bread's mouth is literally nothing. Like, I have no idea how it happens, other than the fact that I honestly think half of it is just, I have a voice that people think, yeah, that matches the mouth movements, and when I try to set it up, I try not to do like, okay, does this look exactly like how my mouth IRL is going, or is this just like, I just go for how much can I make this move? And people have said that the mouth tracking on version 1 of Bread was really good, and that was even more jank. Like, I'm pretty sure the tongue and the, like, back of the throat were on the same layer. I might have split them up, but it was just how much movement. Wait, I'm in the wrong level. I just realized that. It was Rockstar that needed it. Do you have bones? My bones have been injured lately. Boys busted for real, for real. Yeah. I wish the best of luck to your bones. Except for one in particular that you'll find out about at a later date. That one has had too much luck and needs a lesson taught. But for the rest of your bones, good luck. Thing with bead bridgers, I cannot. That is true. There is something nice about having a simpler rig where I can because it's simpler, has less range, but isn't a one-to-one of my actual face. I have a much easier time of of switching between emotions and like tricking it to this is good enough. Because one of the problems I had with bread, I had to make the mouth less sensitive when I was setting things up in VTube Studio, for the sole reason that I was not able to get it to show anything but a big smile. Actually, I have a like, wait, why isn't it showing a smile now? And then I realized because of the bread's blushing, that's where I have an expression toggle tied to. So I think it was like either mad or sad. Which, yeah, actually, if I actually break a bone now, would be fair. I think it is completely fair to say, you cursed me on this, how dare you? Oh. Cloud, rain, sun. I think it has to be in order. Cloud, droplet, sun. There we go. That reminds me, just put in a request for official devil model, because I have no time to finish the current one. Yeah, fair. That I know you've been working hard and a couple other things have come up, so I hope that you get that back soon, because being able to have that mascot, didn't know Brent could... Oh yeah, here's the thing, oh damn it, I stood too close again. Wait, let me swap over to the first model. Bread does have a full blush sticker. I just usually don't use it because I don't need it. I think I used it once when I was streaming Doom and found the BFG, and something similar for Wolfenstein when I found like some other oversized weapon. I'm like, yes, this is good. It doesn't play. Notice when messing around VTube Studio, you need to crank the sensitivity of everything up or the model nevs. Shit sandwich. Thank you so much for following. I love that username. Was not expecting that. Yeah, no, that is true. That sometimes, I know for a couple of the things I wanted to be like exaggerated, I do have it set up to be a lot more sensitive. Like I needed my blinks to be really attuned to what I was doing, or else it just didn't pick up. Partially, and part of it's like camera angle is a factor, room lighting, a whole lot of other things, like depending on how sensitive and how you've configured the camera and actual like VTube Studio parameters, like the left and right mouth movements that I can do. That was an update that the artist and rigger for this one said, hey, something new came out. Do you mind if I have updated bread for you? Here you go. Yeah, what else do I have? So I got blush, butter, I got the movement ones. Nothing on that. That one's actually just for... Oh yeah, I have blue, which is called Merbread, and then burnt, which for some reason also changes the color of the butter. Oh, what good, sir. Thank you. Yes. I think it doesn't... This is weird, because this one doesn't change the color of the bread. Or the butter. This one changes the color of the butter, but not the blush sticker, which makes me think that was a deliberate choice. And thanks for the butters. I think, dang it, something about swapping between models is causing that. I should probably just there you go. I'll keep I don't remember where the butters were or were not during all that, so I'm just going to leave them on the bread. Burnt and red butter looks... Yeah. I think that was the intent, that it was jelly for that one. But it does look really great. Like, I'm so happy with that with that model, and it's hot butter. This one needs ice bomb. That one, I forget what. But yeah, oh. We'll go with something else. I don't know, I just love all the toggles on that one, because I wanted to show off, like, similar for this, that we have, I think this one's sad? And then coat on off, angry, which also the bread, that's the third expression on the bread, the ability to stretch. That was added in on a meme and then accidentally removed between it. Outback bread might... Glad you... No, that's too... It's too mean. The problem with, like, the blush is that I've been told I'm actually somewhat hard to, like, take by surprise or fluster. Be back in a bit. Go. Yeah, good luck with the meeting. I hope that goes well. And no worries at all. Like, meetings happen. Was it the green bread called again? That one was just called mer bread. Hard to... It depends on mood, but 9 times out of 10... I know you figured out a way to do it somehow, but most of the time that doesn't get... The only emotion I have on stream is just happy. Yeah. Yes, please do not literally break a leg, Fable, unless that is on... Unless it's somebody who deserves to have a leg broken. But you personally, not allowed. And we'll go for this. Take that as a chance. Yeah, I can't even be mad. I did that to myself. Need to turn to dying of tum... Ah, had another one. Good luck, Nate. I hope you survive. Thanks for coming by. But yeah, no, the green bread is called in the files. That one... Ooh, bomb. I just want... No! Oh, shoot, I remember this one. I do need bomb cutter. Sent you a thing you were looking forward to. Yes, I will check that after stream. Now, I hope that... Ah! If I'm fast enough on those fish, I can get bomb from them. I know this. But hey, I do hope that the tummy issues clear up. Yes! Got him. Was it? But I do want to, I have like a handful of things I'm like, you know, after using the model for a while, I now realize that that, or the other thing would be quote unquote nice to have. But I keep on forgetting. Is this... God dang. Because this is the one that I thought that I need bomb cutter, which maybe I can get. Maybe there's one more dude. Nope, that's the level transition. So I'm gonna just lock the final badge challenge. Yes, the very final challenge in the penultimate level. That's the one that I went in with 50 or 100 lives and left with like 49. It's so insane, and I guarantee that you're going to want to throw a controller because it's just stupid. I have no other way to describe what the very last level in Super Mario Wonder is like without either spoiling it or just saying, no, it's dumb. Ah! Okay, so that's where, like, the one dude is. I'm gonna check back here for another, or just get off screen. One area that doesn't even have me. Yeah, it's just there, mocking you. No! Oh wait, I can just get it for I can just combine that with the bomb fish later. Special World final level is like, good luck. But the final level is like, good luck. Yeah, that's the point where it's either... Hey, Badak, how are you doing? You unfortunately did miss the spice challenge earlier. I will be clipping it and sharing that places. Look, it was something that was redeemed between... a goal that was reached between, and also I had mixed up the spices that beforehand, and they were intimidating me. I wanted them gone. I just had to. I will send it to you specifically afterwards. I actually refresh. All right, it seems like GoFundMe is still as is, and all right. Yeah, I'll wait to hear later about a total for the Ko-fi side of things. But looking at spices, I want you inside. You're right. Right up until I smelled it. At that point, it smells like sinners in the hand of an angry god. There was so much heat just passively coming off of it. It was like taco night in hell. That's adding to the quotes. Add taco. It was so bad, and the worst thing is that I thought I had made it liquid. It was solid. It's just faster than you. Forget I can ask mods to do that. Yeah, maybe if I ever, like, fuck around with AI stuff on stream, one of them would be voice recognition to... so I could say, like, add quote and say the thing. You know that meme in anime and games like Persona 4 where someone makes a protagonist a meal but has purple and an aura? Yes, that is exactly that. Wait, there's two? Why is this section so complex? Like, there's two barred doors? They need very weird requirements. Well, guess I'm ditching this in case I find Cutter and Rock. That is... I cannot believe I did not mention that in the description because you got it perfectly. Karaoke night hasn't happened yet because that is one that I did not realize was reached onto the stream. I think I'm doing that. If we reach Dark Souls, because I need a game for Thursday, then like if we reach 500, I'll start Dark Souls next stream. But like Doom on the steering wheel, there's a little bit more I want to do with that. Namely, seeing if I can set up some sort of system so you can see what button or pedal or what I'm doing with the wheel. I will have my coding challenge. I will have my satisfaction with that. But that just has a bit more setup I want to do. Speaking of music and games, clearing Boston Library, Super Mutants Fallout 4 plus blasting, you're gonna need a bigger Risk of Rain 2 music just goes with everything. Like, you're gonna need a bigger ukulele. All the other boss themes, I forget what the Voidling boss is, but Survivors of the Void soundtrack is great. Base game is great. I am looking forward so much to whatever new DLC they announce because the music just blows me away. You know, I haven't played Risk of Rain Returns yet, but the remastered soundtrack for that is also fantastic. Like, it's just good enough to go listen to. There. Okay, so there's just an exit there, which leads me to believe. No, get back in me. Or maybe not. Maybe this is the way I'm meant to go all along. Who knows? I don't. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what karaoke night entails this time, because I did... Oh. That's just... Because I did do one a long time ago. I think that was like... Yeah, I remember it was one of the many bets I made with when I started out of like, if this thing that I do not have the confidence to believe will ever happens, then I will do this thing that I desperately do not want to do. One of them was the Fallout New Vegas challenge run, where I go through the entire game with literally the weakest revolver. Almost did with the weakest gun, period. But I'm like, no, a little bit of sanity. I will give myself at least something that does good raw damage and doesn't rely on fire rate. And then I said, foolishly, if I make affiliate this month, I'll do karaoke. And then I made affiliate, I think on the last day of the month, or if not, very close to. It was definitely two instances where I'm like, oh, shoot, I spoke way too soon. Haha! Does he drop one? Ah! Oh, fortunately, I don't have to do that all over. But the return is not looking just as bad. Nope. And get towards the safe spot and one more. Stream, but I think it's just you. Oh, dang it. It seems OBS is giving me a green over here, so I mean, it could just be like a momentary lapse in it because internet is a constant. Bad ISPs and weird internet shenaniganery is a constant hazard. God, I forget how much easier this is with, or how much harder it is to do this without copy abilities. Like, sure, every hit does more damage, but you also lose niceties like, among other things, if I had stone there, the ability to just nope on down to the bottom. I don't remember if this has a color-coded barrier or if it's just in a hole. It's just in a hole. Ah! If we do this again, we're grabbing stone. Actually, maybe the play here is to die and try it again. Because knowing it's on the bottom is the big thing. Oh, welcome back. Should be good. Hopefully. Because if not, then my OBS is just straight up lying to me. Okay. Oh, that is good to hear. That's not some mystery thing for OBS. Because I haven't updated mine in a while. Partially because it usually... Like, you get the usual horror stories with it that, oh yeah, I updated mine and everything broke. So, I usually wait for like a version or two and then just get sick of, I just get sick of the pop-up showing off and either hit skip version or I forget about it completely. Right. Hello, Orca. Remember this. Oh, I did not grab. I did not grab any ability. It seems like the only one that has is... Oh, that should be stone. It's a rare opportunity for cutter, which I don't think is useful here because that reduces my ability to swim. And one request for karaoke night and only one. Oh god, what is this? Bakumitai? Who taught you about Yakuza? That is going to be so bad. That's going to go so horribly simply because I know I can barely sing in English, so adding in the fun of another language that I remember hearing is notoriously hard to... Oh, dang it, below. Dame. Oh, wait, no, that did not hit. Dame, yo. I meet your Bakumitai and raise you a judgment. What? He moved? Dang it. Because I want you... Isn't that just actually opera? Alright, we're doing this. Like, I'm just saying, I feel I can reserve the right to not sing anyone that the sole example is by an opera qualified person. Do you God damn it, you're right. I am the one who exposed Yakuza to the entire friend group. Wait, no, I think I Want You Gone isn't opera. It's just that the person who sang it is actually opera trained. You know what? We'll go with this. I'm thinking of the Turret Opera. That's the one. There's a song, during the end of the credits. And I still think one of the funniest things that Valve has ever done. Anyone remember the Lego Dimensions game? Is like one of the last ones on PS3, and one of those where you get a bunch of Lego sets, build them, and you can use them as like characters in games or vehicles. And somehow Valve agreed to have Portal be a property in all this. Like, there's a whole bunch of kid-friendly game or kid-friendly media properties, like Lord of the Rings and the Lego Originals. And yeah, not only was GLaDOS was there, I actually had this game and beat it. I think the stipulation for letting there be Portal Legos and GLaDOS as a character with the voice was that by tradition they had to end the game with a traditional ending song. So GLaDOS has a song at... I wonder if that's just in the voice actress's contract that no, if I am in a game, I have to sing a song at the end. I don't care what you think. It is my right. But it ends with like a song that is not only actually it's actually well sung, which shouldn't be a big surprise. But it's still like a thematic recounting of everything that happened during the game being passive aggressively aimed at Chell. And it's just like, it was a main level, but it's still hilarious that they had to have it. If that was the case, so it was the case. Like, it was absolutely amazing. Still Life's good. They're just great songs. That's one of those that it's just good to listen to regardless. But yeah, no, thank you for coming to my TED Talk for why a barely remembered nondescript Lego merchandising game is actually Portal 3. I'll be taking no questions, but a whole lot of complaints. Okay, I just want to see if I do try again and then go back to this one, which needed it. Oh, that does work. But these are all the animal friends from I think Dreamland or Kirby Adventure. No, it's not Kirby Adventure 3, but it's like one on the SNES. Well, here we are again. So, always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Yes. They're just such good games. I remember seeing, and it was absolutely hilarious, a whole, like, the random slew of people, like younger people discovering Portal and being like, what? Why this game would be good, but it's all that like cringy 2012 meme humor, and that's just stupid. Like, yeah, that's because the game came out in 2011. This thing was good and memorable because it shaped literally all that humor. And it's like another case that one of the best things you can say about Valve games is they don't hold up. And they don't hold up for the sheer reason that literally everyone copied them. Like, Half-Life feels and plays like a kind of meh shooter. Like, it doesn't have any unique or memorable mechanics, largely speaking. It has alt-fire, but that's just, oh yeah, that's kind of dated. Some games had that, and that's cool. But for the largest part, it's just, yeah, it does everything. Because every game copied them. It defined what a FPS game could be without being a Doom clone. And shout out to Aperture Science for having one of the best mottos of any fictional company. What? I forget what their motto was. What? I'm sure it's terrible, and something along the lines of, when life gives you lemon, don't make lemonade, burn life's house down with the lemons. But God, for every Lethal Company-like game or game that depended on, that has the premise being you work for an absolutely horrible company, Aperture Science is the original and the one that you owe all of the thanks to. Aperture Science, we do what we must because we can. Absolutely perfect. They just have the best. Because part of the reason that Lethal Company was fun, or at least funny, was because that there was like no qualms. Hang it. How? I know I need to have like a bird, but I don't. Wait. Can one of y'all wall? One of the things I can turn into wall jump. Yeah, that you do, Dion. That you do. And okay, I could have sworn I fixed the bot last time, unless it broke on me. Nope, it did. Did it not save? It should be in the bot. I could have now. I get you a shout out. How are you doing? I hope that you're having a good time, and I do want to see what game you're playing. Ooh, Little Guardsman. I remember seeing a little bit about that from your announcement. It seemed pretty good. Yeah, no problem at all. I just enjoy helping people out, and at this point, like, I'm just mad that I thought I fixed my bot 3 times, but I guess I didn't. Okay, what one? Very cute game. Good to know. Oh, this one wall jumps. All right, we're taking the hamster to the stars. Well, crystal shard, but same thing. But yeah, we reached 400 on our Donothon, which is pinned up above and has options between both Ko-fi and GoFundMe to donate, whichever one you're most comfortable with. Which means I do have to sing karaoke, which that's going to be fun. Bring earplugs. I highly recommend it. For the wall. I don't know why that hamster particularly can wall jump, but I'm really glad. Somewhere Zarataro's... Here's our ring. Hang on, let me see if I can find that. Because I actually have... It's Kirby Dream Land 3. That's where they're from. Ah, dang it. I'll post it after. But it was technically fan art because I didn't commission it. And it might have been fan art for the other two as well, but Zarataro and 8-Bit Nuggets, who are both great streamers, highly recommend them if you know them. I do not remember how to spell either their usernames right now though, so I will put that in the post. But they have, one of them, or maybe it was just given by a fan, gave art of me as Kirby, 8-Bit Nuggets as Gooey, and Zarataro as Rick the Hamster in like a Dreamland 3 pose, and it's amazing. Also, I need a minute. I'll be back in a sec. I closed the Bandit Polka, but in case that is not actually copyright free, I'm going to just put on some of this. Be back in a sec. Alright, back. Actually back. Just need a sec. This is throwing me off every time I set down this controller for whatever reason, simply because I'm so used to literally every game using the central joystick, but this one's very specifically uses the... I missed. Uses the D-pad, which I'm like, that doesn't feel right. The D-pad's never used. Zephyr, thank you so much for rating. How are you doing? I hope that you're had a good stream and had some good duels. But yeah, how's your stream? Go. How any tables flipped? But welcome in, Raiders. For those who don't know, I'm Eldritch Horror Bread, Eldritch Horror from Beyond This Reality, found an old abandoned blockbuster full of classic games inside. Yeah, I am obsessed with this. Whatever I was going to do, no, this is my life now. Normally I possess a bread roll, but as you saw as when you came in, I do possess a couple different forms, including this one, which has been giving me issues all night. Yeah, I just have it saved to the point where I'll fix it, which is a little bit more skeletal, but you don't need all the extra bits. But welcome in. If you need to raid and run, totally understand. Like, stream is a whole lot of work. Get a snack, get something to drink, do your post stream. But for everyone who does stay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And as tonight we are doing a fundraiser for a friend, going through some tough time trying to raise money. So far we are at 405 out of a stretch goal of 1,000. If we get to 450 by popular demand of the beneficiary of this, I will insult everyone in chat, and have been told that I have to make announcement beforehand so they can be present, which is what I get for them for doing that on their channel. Spare table to flip out rage at flip 10. Ugh, mood. As fun as Yu-Gi-Oh can be, part of the reason I don't play it as much as I do now is just because I do not have the spoons and tables for it. That is such an enraging game. But yeah, we have options. It's pinned up above and also in chat, but we have options for either GoFundMe or if you... Oh, that counted as a hit! Or for Ko-fi for a bit more anonymity. But yeah, a good luck, Zeta, for cooling down after the fact, because that... Oh, shoot. Actually, this does go into something I wanted to mention, that the big stretch goal is 1,000 for the Maldening, where I do a massive endurance stream, if I'm able to, that lasts literally until I am either I become uncomfortable with how angry I get, or everyone else in chat tells me to stop for my own health and sanity. And I think Master Duel is going to be one of the perfect things on the list for the Maldening, because first of all, the deck I play is Sky Strikers, which requires you to be a massive dick to everyone. Like, one of the most fun you can have with it is just stealing other people's cards and doing annoying fusions and bringing back out monsters that were literally just defeated. It's super frustrating to play against, but it's actually kind of well balanced because there's quite a few cases of every other deck having monsters stronger than what you can put out, so you either have to play like a total jerk or you just lose. But that's assuming you don't brick, which it's really easy to brick because I'm not good at deck building. Yeah. Point is, the more I think about it, the more tables are going to be flipped, smashed, and otherwise. Because again, trading card games like that, super fun. But you will go through stress balls like you would not believe, because god damn is everyone else painful. What was I talking about before that? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Who knows? Who cares? Doing this live. Shoot, I forget if there's a crystal shard in this area. Actually, I think it's, at this point, like, one per section requires some sort of puzzle. And all I remember about this level is that it's fun to go through with double rock for the sole reason that it's really easy to get. There... Nope. But I feel like there's something in... Oh, is this a... I think it's just you have to throw yourself down into the abyss and hope you make contact. I just jumped right into that. Maybe? Possibly? Aha! It's actually one that's a platforming challenge. That's a really nice change of pace. Ah! Or maybe not. Why do I use rock on this? I forget about the massive pits. Ow. Run for it. I feel like this is one of the few games, because like every game has its very notable and iconic songs, and Kirby has the invincibility power-up song as one of its examples, but I feel like it's not even a different arrangement. It's just a full-on different song than usual here. Maybe. I'm probably going to have to look it up afterwards to make sure. Oh! Like, why can't I control it? Because this is another cart. I love the on-rail sections, despite that being something that I usually do not care for the sheer reason that it always involves Waddle Dee, and in cases like this, it's like the cutest on-rails timing segments you can imagine. Oh, that counted as a jump? Wow. The other thing is that it'll tell you exactly when you need to jump. And I should really stop doing that, because every time I say something along the lines of, well, it's completely fine because you don't need to whatever, I always immediately fail the whatever. I hope Waddle Dee's okay. He'll be fine. I was not looking. Wait, that... God. I feel so betrayed. Usually you can step on anything that's sufficiently thwomp-like. You can step on top without any issue. Like, normally. But I guess not here. Because they want... Ah. I got frogged. Because they want to be contrarian for some noble reason. Now, well, it was a 1-up, so all my mistakes don't actually matter. Okay, there's going to be... Nope, absolutely nothing. Well, I have the distinct feeling that I'm trying to remember something, like a thread of conversation, or just something. But I do not remember. Now, also, really... Ah! How is that even possible? That should not have gone where I should not have gone that high or that fast. Unless, like, the last bit of this is a speed boost? Huh. But I also remember these, like, weird amoeba things, thinking they should give like some sort of water ability the first time, but I don't even think water's like a standard Kirby power-up. That it's either ice, and that one... No, ice is usually in... I can't remember... Like, ice or bubble, but never specifically water. Ah. Now, at this point I just want to see what... Ooh. Sith Lord Kirby! Let's go! This one I really wish they'd bring back. Even if it was a temporary sword power-up, just because him with what is, for all intents and purposes, a double-bladed lightsaber. It's just too funny. Okay, we'll admit that's not really useful. Because everything was in dynamite. So that's what, 3 bomb power-ups we need? How the hell? Okay, just... Oh. Okay. Well, it seems like I picked up the absolute perfect thing for this. Okay, I think after this level, we're going to go do a quick little run back. Specifically to get bomb. And clear out a couple of these things, because at this point it's annoying me how prevalent bomb is for each of them. Because I know we need, at least for this level so far, bomb, we need bomb rock here. Ow. Oops. We need bomb and rock for some dynamite. We need bomb and ice. I think all the way back in Shiver Star. Or not Shiver Star, that's the next level. But in Aqua Star there's some. I should stop thinking about this and stop being so greedy. Alright. Alright, so we need dynamite there. Oh. I forget what the first one is. I might have just flat out missed it. Or... But this one needs... Ice Bomb. That's 100%ed. Fortunately, and I love this for it, the easiest place to get, like, so many things... Part of the reason I absolutely adore this level, and is not just the music in it, it's because you almost get every single ability type in this level plus a Maxim Tomato. Like, it's so easy to get a lot of really necessary abilities because it has a high concentration of bomb, electric, rock, fire, and ice. I think the only thing not represented here is Spike, and that's literally the oh, no. No, this is almost the ideal comeback and power up level. Right, and... I love it. Especially, bomb is one of my favorite to mix with things. Partially because it... Wait. So there's a third there. I think I need something else somewhere else? Because I remember... Oh, I know. I know what it is. This... One of them needs Volcano. I remember there being a Crystal Shard that needed Rock and Fire. And I think that's the first one in the next. It was with the Crab mini-boss. Also, watch me pass both. I know there's a Bombfish in this level. I'm not sure if there's an Ice Dude. Knowing me, there's probably someone who... There's probably a way to combine this in the level, but I just forgot or didn't see it. Or it's one that... Or it's one that you can have to get, like, the ice ability from the first section. The bomb ability which I know is in here. But a case of just, there's a whole lot of screens between them both. Oh yeah, I know it's weird. I remember what we were talking about. It was not the thing that I forgot, but it was something that it was brought up a while ago. And I'm like, I have a thought. Oh yeah, here's the full thing. God damn it. If this turns out to be the one that needs fire and rock for volcano, that's going to be a whole other thing. But as with the emotes, that's where, because we have the ability to have so many emote slots, and I've been really lacking behind on actually getting all the emotes in, because at this point I can and should have all of the basic, like, all, at the very least I could have all the sub emotes also be follower emotes, because I'm of the opinion that there's no reason not to have that. But I have been working on compiling up various emote ideas, and while I'm very happy with what I have thought up, the other problem is with commissioning a bulk load of emotes, because I want to make sure that it's both something that is within the artist's ability and like comfort zone, because there's a couple that I know that action poses are rather hard for. Wait, what? Huh? The hell? Weird. That was so strange. I have no idea what... I had no idea how I was taking damage from that. Ah, I can't backtrack. Damn it. Wait. I probably screwed this up then. Because I doubt there's going to be bomb and... Yeah, dang it. Alright. This one's... I'm going to try to assemble this one in the level because I think I can do it. It's rock, which should be common, and fire, which is basic. I mean, if not... Ah! There's also plenty of bombs, so I can just go back in. Oh, perfect. First bit needed. Yeah, so I have a couple ideas. Problem is I have a couple ones that are either so stupid that I have to wait for a good... Actually, I think my usual emote artists and everyone I know who offers emotes, that it's not going to be a problem. It's really nice that I have a rapport with so many artists for like, yeah, sometimes he asks for weird things, but just, it's fine. There's ice, but not fire. Aha! You! It's also just good for the boss. You are on that list, Ace. You are definitely on the list. Like, on the list of stupid things. But what got me thinking of this was the bread blush emote, which, yes, I could take a... Monolisto, no, not again. Don't worry, not a government watch list this time. Okay, can I? Oh, shoot. That's great. I don't have to sit through the entire I don't have to play the entire level if I miss one early. What got me thinking this was the request for the bread, like the bread blush one, which you can't see because it's on my shoulder and small, but because I had that as one of the emotes to add, but the thing is that I think I have a better character for that, because I want to kind of have every model that I use have like somewhat equal representation for the emotes. And one of them, Static, the one that I'm waiting for a model back on, but artists had life events, and I completely understand that his... I think I can just pull it up. Oh, yeah. That his whole gimmick is that his eyes are completely shaded. And what... I think since I got the design for him back, I immediately thought, ooh, I want a blush emote where it goes from just bright red blush all across his face up to the shadowed eye line. Of course, I think I have enough that... I think I just have enough emote slots that there's no limit to what I can do if I can kit bash some of the art together. Oh. This gives me another idea, because... Wait, this was Ice and Bomb. Ah, no, get back in there. Because for the longest time, my Discord PFP was me in an air tube, which coincidentally was a piece of art drawn by Chess. So I might... I'm going to just be going through all of the art I have and all the expressions I can make on my models. And after stream, I'm going to be finally adding more emotes and everything. Well, the other problem is that is with animated emotes, because those are really fun. But I also have this weird goal that just because a lot of my branding has been, this is a weird VTuber that does things you don't expect. Of like, it's not typical. It's a non-humanoid model with even the ones that are quote-unquote human. Okay, I've learned this time. I'm just going to go down here and peacefully explode. And just try to take everything I can in a way that people... to have some sort of humorous misunderstanding or other layer to it. That I want the animated emotes to be something that's memorable and also... What? Because there's like common ones, yeah. Like bonking, laughing. I know one person has a... Oh, that could be one. Maybe I can put a explosion effect over the bread special and just have that as... You know, I am open to ideas. Like, there's a suggestion channel on the Discord, so if you guys have anything, feel free to just blurt it out and not... Yes, I was right on that. I'll take a note. Okay, what? I need stone. And... Ah! Why do they jump so high? Why are they so athletic? Oh wait, I got the last one. I can just freaking leave. There we go. Okay. I'm not going to hunt down the last ones because I don't remember what it is. But it's also just so easy to get dynamite. Oh, hell yeah. Ah, so easy to get dynamite, I say, as I completely failed to get dynamite. I was so worried I was going to miss some. Best part? You get a little hard hat. You try again. And now we make progress. And how did I get the second one? Oh, right, because I just died and rage quit. Rage quat? What is the past tense of rage quit? And why should it be rage quacked? I was hoping my text-to-speech would recognize it, but no. No, the automated subtitles did not get QA, QUAT. Rage quack, you say? Nope, I'm owning that. The quack is the proper noise to make when truly enraged. Oh, you can get back up there, but it costs health. Oh. The quack of rage. Actually, that looks like the sound that my current angry emote is giving off. Just a honk. Just a quack. Oh, what the hell. That's still... Should... Oh, wait. I also forgot. Should play co-op. Wait. No! Dang it! I was not paying attention. Alright. We're doing this raw. And if you see the constitution of... combination of dynamite, then yes. Untitled Goose Game. I forgot that was co-op. Because I had that, I played it shortly after launch, and it's just fun. Like, who knew terrorizing a small, sleepy British suburb would be the catharsis the world needed? Are they doing it? I don't remember if it's a fan game or just like a meme edit of popular franchise. It's a beautiful day and you're a horrible, horrible main character antagonist. But I feel like they're doing a sequel or... Oh yeah, it's that one that I remember. I forget what it's called. I remember the song they put it to on like the direct or state of play a while ago, but I remember everyone looking at it and thinking, what the hell is this game? As if they weren't good, as if they're too good enough for the concept of walking around causing chaos. The peak games, I just have this theory that peak gaming is absolutely whatever random bullshit you wish to engage in. I think you have to actually bust dynamite in. But it's just random bullshit. I'm sticking with electric, actually. A good enough premise, and the ability to play as a small creature. Okay, that did not work at all. Hell-bent on mayhem. The people have spoken, and they want horrible little gremlins. It's what they want. Ow. Speaking of horrible gremlins, get out of here, Cloud Dude. It's been a while since I did play that game, but I remember getting through like the main bulk of tasks. And I'm pretty sure the only one I didn't get through was like some absolutely stupid or needlessly complex, like gather all the items or bring something from the start to the end at a time limit. I think I got close to 100%ing it. It's just that fun. I'll say the only games I'll ever 100% are the ones that I find are just fun enough to justify going through and experiencing everything, or ones that I play and like, I want to play this more. Gonna be honest, I barely got completion on Tears of the Kingdom, because after I almost needed that immediately. Because as fun as the concepts were, they... Nope, not gonna make it. There's only so much enjoyment I could get out of wandering around somewhat aimlessly, just trying to find quote-unquote secrets. And I want 100% Spyro, but the only reason to stream it would be if crowd control. That sucks. Like, I know what you mean. I know that you like your audience is not one for retro games. I do think that retro games can. I completely missed the last star. Oh, we will have a reason to come back. This is. Oh, I think I remember this one. And we are grabbing this. But yeah, it's Oh, they do that. Yeah, I get what you mean. That you want... Oh, it's a curling stone! I forgot! That sometimes it's not worth... Like, you have to have a certain type of people who want to watch a retro stream. And sometimes it's just not worth the risk. Wait. Oh, that's just Spike. I can get that easily. Give me the brooms. We're going. Wait. I just realized part of the inspiration for bread is Kirby. Maybe one of the animated emotes could be a curling stone. Wait. Hear me out. Just a... Because I have a couple, like, 3-part animated emotes where it's one form being subjected to something and the other 2 enabling it or just for whatever reason abusing the others. And I'm adding curling onto the list. And this is very important and definitely worth stopping stream. I am definitely going to know what curling, no explanation and no other words means. What's Spike Rock? Oh right, it's drill. I've done this before. I'm trying to think of which one, because I remember the puzzle that comes ahead. And it's a massive pain in the butt. Yeah. And I'm trying to think of what ability would be best for this. And so far I'm thinking absolutely nothing. Like, there's no ability that'll help and this is going to suck regardless. Like, I mean that the only ability that will help is going in with absolutely nothing and just the standard vacuuming and shooting out a little ball. Oh shoot, that's going to be a pain. Because you have to recreate what Adelaide drew. And I think for the pizza, it might be this, but I have to round off the corners? Ah! Thanks, Shar, for the bread. I actually kind of needed the reference for round. No, that's not it. It's like, how do you... maybe? I think it's asking me to go... and do, like, a right angle? but then like still round off all the corners, which I don't know if they should be 1 or 2. And they have to be 2 now because I screwed it up. The easiest thing is if you get lucky and... Oh, dang it. Is if you get lucky about it, and the thing that she has you draw recreates a top hat. Because that... I can get behind top hat. Okay. Let's go... That looks... No. No. Alright. Backup plan, we do 2 blocks off the rounding. Okay, new plan. Kirby 64 pizza. Kirby 64 pizza puzzle. Huh. Interesting. That I looked it up. First of all, I find it funny that one of the first things available for as a resource is a VTuber. And it seems I was right that the rounding needed 2. So start with that. And then here's where I went wrong. That the inside had to be preserved. Yeah. That is just the absolute worst. Like I said, it's completely fine if you get the pizza one. Ow. But there's like 5 different things and they are all equally annoying. I threw that before. That I should not have gotten axed. Dang it. I actually wanted fire because that's a sideways tackle. That would have been so useful to actually close the gap. Ooh, Schmeat. But yeah, I know at least part of the difficulty with thinking up good emotes for me is that each of the characters kind of have a different purpose for art. Like Bread is meant to be actually, case in point, beaten up. He is meant to be somewhat abused because he's small, squishy in a humorous way that you can I love it, they spell out title drop, Kirby. Kirby rocks. It's in a way where most things that you can do to him will be read as merely being, like, comedic. It's exactly what he's meant to be. Exactly. I also love that one so much. I missed the last one. We'll come back. Whereas Corpse, this model that I'm using right now, it's more, the joke for him is that he's explicitly made out of questionable material, largely a lot of metals, and a head literally full of concrete. So a lot of how I think about him is that it's a lot of damage that usually backfires and doesn't show up. Yeah, the bones here look metallic because they are. I have a good feeling about fire for here. So it's a case of what can I have him humorously no-sell or just not notice? And then the last one for Static is that for a lot of his design, which worked out surprisingly well. Like, I am honestly surprised how well a character adopt I impulse bought at like 1 a.m. because I saw it. I'm like, damn, he's hot. He's cheap. Yeah, I'll take him. I just bought the design because I'm like, I like how this looks with no other thought behind it. But for that one, I was able to actually tie him into existing lore pretty well and use him as kind of the exception to the harmless fun rule that I have for the for the other ones, and use him for more aggressive things. Or also the fact that he has no eyes can definitely be leveraged for humor. Like the amount of times, you know, the Yakuza meme of like, or the meme of like one guy with an eye patch peeking across the corner with the other, what do you see? Absolutely nothing. Change places with me. I have thought of getting something like that for a long time. Man, I should probably focus on playing the game more and avoiding damage, but you know, it's fine. Because each of them has a different like vibe of comedy or humor that, because I believe that emotes primarily should be funny, because that's what you're using them for. Even if it's a one like sadness or crying or like mental breakdown, it's primarily a humorous way to show off an emotion. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. You know, double bird. Love this. I always think that it looks like what's a badminton birdie, but it is very effective of not being where you are and getting and making sure you don't get hurt in the process. There's a whole, you can have entire video essays on how Kirby gives you a lot of tools to like pick your challenge. Sometimes they don't work. Sometimes they do. Usually they don't. No, usually they do. It's just in my case, yeah. Yeah, we'll rock the volcano for a bit. But it is nice that that's a type of game design that does not shy away from the idea of, yeah, if you just want to take this and roll with it, you'll be able to skip over quite a lot of the level. But if you, I slid right into that. But if you don't want to, we're fine with that. That is something we have accounted for. I mean, it might not be the most effective thing for bosses, but that is your choice. Because it gives just a slight enough opportunity cost of, if you're trying to fight something with it, you might run into some issues there, while still saying, yeah, if you want to use this for level traversal, you are perfectly okay. Yeah. I don't know. It's just been kind of fun thing of things. Welcome back from the meeting. I hope that went well. We have honestly just been chilling, and I have been obsessing and doing more or less the usual for things. Come one with the O. That is the end goal, Dreamer, and welcome back in. I hope that, well, not back in. This is your first time chatting tonight. Oh no, I actually did need fire. Nice. By the way, you're having a good night, Dreamers. It's always nice seeing you around. Okay, quick backtrack because we need evidently some fire. Wait. Oh. You're kidding. Yeah, that is... I'm going to go a little bit further and see if there's an easier accessible one up ahead. But yeah, that's the one problem. I did forget. Oh, yeah, no, we're not backtracking. Yeah, we'll get in a subsequent go through. That sometimes it's really hard to see what certain things are. And like you can very clearly see the I'm gonna grab. Oh! Oh, unintentional, but you know what? I'll rock it because it gives you upwards momentum. And also, it's also one of my favorites because it's just fireworks. Yeah. I also forever won with 0. And we'll just say, like, there's not really much of a need for you to backseat because I have beaten this game a couple of times and I do know over-reliance, that completely backfired. I do know most of them, and in that case, like, my first guess would have been to pair it with rock. But it is really hard to see on our first time through. It is a pain. Okay, let's... To be honest, that one... The one that confused me wasn't the desert. Yeah. Yeah, it was. That makes a lot more sense. I read it all and then thought, wait, he probably meant was. That one, I actually did get stuck on that earlier in the stream. Like, I know exactly which one you're talking about because that one gave me issues. It looks like it could be needle, but it's one of the few that doesn't have a vibrant color for using electric. Yeah. Like, it kind of threw me that it was electric rock. Complete unmitigated failure. So we got 2 there, 1 there, 3 there. At this point, I think we have Shiver Star and... Oh, electric rock's so much fun. One big reason why I don't mind most of these puzzles is simply because they're really fun abilities. Ah! No, I got sunlocked! The ability to magnetically control a giant fuck-off rock and slam it into the terrain and any enemies, just have it orbit you if you're good at jumping, peak. Ah! Oh. Oh, good. They do actually give an ability. And beat his mercy. That was just... Oh. It's amazing damage phase. Ow. It's going to curl over. There we go. Wait, no, you shouldn't have a phase 2. Feels very unfair. That was... I did not think that I thought he could take damage there. Right. The health bar. I completely forgot about the oldest consideration in the book. That if you do not want your monster to be hurt, then do not give them a health bar. Because if it has health, then... Ow! Alright. New plan. Dynamite. We are just going to dynamite this. We have the technology. We can just get a bundle of high-grade TNT and we can blow him up. There's so many things. I know in some games that if you have... Oh, wait. I think it's that one that needs dynamite, but we'll come back to it after the boss at the very least. I know in some Kirby games you can... Wait, I can just... I can just hit him wherever with this? Oh, this... I am just done with him. The, the amount of patience I had was slim to begin with, and it's just gone now. Oh, I can't believe it took me so long to realize what TNT Kirby conceptually is. It's Crash Kirby. It is a stupidly upgraded in an insane way, but it has the same DNA as... Ah, dang it. It has the same DNA as purpose as the original game, or the 2D side-scroller's Crash ability, in that it's a giant screen-clearing wipe that has... that just hurt me. Yeah, it's permanent crash. That if you so choose, you can... Like, there's some downside, of course, with this being that it can and will hurt you unless you take time to guard and are okay rendering yourself with a lot less mobility and questionable ability to dodge and react, because usually Crash is just one-time go, but here it's the only ability that can hurt yourself, that you can hurt yourself with. No, that's really cool. I never actually thought yet, but hell yeah, fuck you, Lava Man. Don't need you here. Maybe we shouldn't have yelled that. That seems like poor consideration. No, what'll be? That works. Dynamite like everything. Yes, I absolutely love this. This is the only one with a small orbiting moon. And if you look at the continents, like there's Africa, very obviously Europe, Australia, but like right here, plainly North and South America. Like this is, I know I've said this before in a stream a while ago, and just to get the dynamite door here, but Shiver's Star, I think it was like, no, I haven't played Pikmin, but there is a, totally not Earth, there is a long-standing tradition for Nintendo to just freeze over the actual Earth in their games. God, now I wonder what game it was that had a actual Earth apocalypse in it. They really have an understandable beef with planet Earth. Wait. No, this isn't the right one. That's... Wait. Huh? Or is it... No, that has to be the right one. Oh... I know what it is. There's one you get for fall... From the... Yes, there it is. Like, it should be the first one, right? No, the first one is from the Paradrop Inn. I assume, my assumption is that it's either the least violent way that they can still show it's the Earth after an apocalypse. Because I think there's some, like, instance of nuclear? Like, there's some theory that also states nuclear apocalypse was part of Pikmin, maybe. Or something. I know that that's been floated around. But Pikmin 2 starts in a very frozen area which has a lot more human, not remains, but artifacts, like the junk and treasure you collect, compared to Pikmin 1's. Much less, like Pikmin 1 is, there's definitely human stuff around, but it's a lot more vague. Like it could just be an abandoned section of Earth. Yeah, you find a battery in 2. That one's for sure. I know in 1 that there's like a bunch of bags, cans, refuse like that. but 2 is all about collecting trash and garbage. And the further along you get, the more it becomes kind of clear that this stuff isn't just, I thought I could guard and kick it, but that this stuff isn't just left out and about for no reason. Like, this goes far beyond just regular, like, roadside picnic trash. Which, oddly enough, yeah, 4 has been fun and is very explicit with all of that. But now that I think about it, first of all, I'm not sure I'm in the right level. So, oops. Pikmin is probably, one of my favorite books is called Roadside Picnic, which is named after, the plot of that is that aliens came to, wait, it can aim? That feels unfair. That alien came to Earth very briefly. Oh, there's no point in staying. Leaving these weird, anomalous zones of places where physics just do not work. Where you get things like various artifacts like spacels, which are rods that turn and with infinite torque, which that people just use to power cars, empties, which are 2 copper discs floating a fixed distance apart, and you're unable to push them together. Yes, Earth, back to Earth. But the overarching metaphor with that is that the alien visitation, because they're truly alien and unknowable. Yeah, double bombs is missiles. That's a fun one, but I've been enjoying all the other ones to the point that I forgot to pick that up. But yeah, the overarching metaphor is that humans are like ants picking through garbage left over from a picnic by the side of the road. That the ants have no idea what oil is, what an oil spill is. They think that the battery from an empty battery from a battery-powered portable radio is this amazing, unending generator, because they don't know enough about electricity to know that it's really just a drop in the bucket. The food and snacks and aluminum foil wrappers are this unending bounty of resources in a mysterious packaging that makes no sense. But in reality, it's just this unimpressive pile of trash that's not worth picking up to the people who left it there. And in that respect, Pikmin is like, the game has been adapted in the Stalker games and a more spiritual successor in Metro, with the whole like, Stalker is just like, they name drop the zone and a lot of concepts from that. I think I needed fire I needed fire up there. Yeah, missiles are fun. But there's a lot of ways to just break this game in half that I appreciate. Like, it's hard to point at a single, yeah, I need like double fire or fire rock in there. I need some to get some heat. There's just so many things to point to as the way to break the game in half. It's amazing. But yeah, in regards for Roadside, the best adaptation, aside from the fact that Stalker is just going to try and be the direct adaptation of source material, the best explanation of that metaphor is just Pikmin. Like, I wonder if, because it's hard to tell. Sometimes Nintendo games are inspired by like Pokemon. That's inspired by the creator collecting bugs in and around his hometown when he was a kid, and that the memory of comparing them and showing them off to his friends. And like Animal Crossing is inspired by that creator moving away from home for work, for like far from the family, and not really being able to make as much of a connection because he was so tired from working late all the time. You know, it's neat. I know a couple neat things, but I am very curious to hear this specific one. Yeah, that's just a hole. So like, on one hand, I wouldn't be surprised, given some of the serious topics that, like, Zelda goes in, and the, you know, multiple insinuations that the Earth has had an ice age. Literally for the main series, you can play all 4 Pikmin. No, it held the Crystal Shard. Oh, right, this one. But no, I have a better fact for you. The Pikmin series has always been, you have always been able to play the entire series as it existed at release, whenever a new game was launched on a console. Because they launched 1 and 2 on the GameCube, but then they launched 3 on... Now, every mainline Nintendo console has been able to play, like home console has been able to play the entire Pikmin series. Because GameCube had 1 and 2, we had new play controls, and then Switch has 1, 2, 3, and 4. I heard the sound... Oh, right! The Crystal... the Crystal Shard was in the front of the hole. I did manage to get that. I missed it the first time, but I was able to get it on the way out. Yeah, I got it. And just the sheer dedication for this, honestly, kind of niche series to be available. Like, they keep on remastering it for some reason. I just love that. Yeah. 3 was on Wii U. Okay, now I'm curious. Pikmin 2. Oh yeah. New play control was not Kirby. Pikmin. We got the destruction of Earth due to an ice age got me on a tangent. Also, welcome back, Nate. I hope the stomach's feeling better. Yeah, the Wii U played Wii games and did have a release for new play control. So yeah, every time a new Pikmin game was released, because I thought it was 3DS for a while, it wasn't until the 3rd one, I feel that it didn't really become mainline until later. Yeah, you could play the 1st and 2nd games on Wii U, which means that... Oh, cool. Like, yeah, so you could always play the entire series whenever they release a new game. Because you can play, as I said, 1, 2 were just on the Switch, or on the GameCube. 2 and 3 were... 1, 2, and 3 were all... Oh, there's snacks down there. We're on the Wii U, and then the entire series is on the Switch. Except for Hey Pikmin, but that kind of got the same treatment as Chibi Robo Ziplash and also Doom 3 in a different one where everyone admits that those don't exist. It's the one that kind of got such a bad reputation, it was exiled from the series. Huh. I could have sworn there's a Crystal Shard over here, but guess not. Yeah, what other games did... Oh, Splatoon! That's the other one that Nintendo destroyed the Earth in. Because they did it in Kirby. They've strongly implied it to the point that most people just agree it's canon in Pikmin that the Earth has suffered an ice age, and who knows how many years of abandonment. And then Splatoon is the other, like, yeah, no, global warming causes everything to melt, and then 10,000 years later, a fashion-obsessed race of squids and octopi have evolved to live on land. At this point, I think it's less about... I don't think they just have a message. I think they just find it funny. Because that's one of the things that, like, actually weirdly wraps around to talking about the emote design. That you can get away with a lot of stuff that you couldn't normally do if the subject is cute. Yeah, like, it's funny without thinking about why, or without doing much for the setup, for, like, bread to blow up, be squished, thrown against a wall, whatever. Likewise, it's funny for this cute, squishy game to have its more mechanical themed levels on a frozen post-apocalyptic Earth. And it's funny for the backstory of Splatoon to involve rising ocean levels wiping out humanity, to the point where I think one of the news updates in like 1 or 2 is, yeah, I was digging in my backyard and I found a human skeleton. Oh yeah, you can find those things everywhere. They're super common. Which if it wasn't being delivered by a small squid wrapper, would be kind of horrifying, but it just kind of wraps around to being funny in the context of Squid Games. And by that I mean the turf wars, not like the capitalism is ruining everything as the reason, and this is how it dehumanizes people drama series. So I feel like there should be another crystal shard near here, but I'm probably completely... Oh, that's Electric Spike. Well, they had to get a Krako reference somewhere in there. I wonder. Because Double Bomb is not... Aha! Double Ice is what we need, it seems. Now that you mention... Yeah, it happens a lot. It's kind of funny that the fans are more than willing to play up destroying the Earth as comedy, or no, as horror. But Nintendo seems to just do it for either comedy or, well, we need an excuse for the setting, so this is it. Every home console, yeah, every home. Huh. Now that you say it, maybe it was always meant to be a mainline game, but they're only doing one release per console. Interesting. Wait, no, that's the completely wrong button. Why does it do this? I feel like something updated in VTube Studio or with my code, and it's forced resetting, because usually the layers are different. But what I was going to say is that right now, it is time to end. It has been 3 hours, and I have planning to do. So let's see who we have available to raid. Wait, did I actually not? Wow, I have been so out of it for just tired afterwards that I forgot to set up my wall of lurks. Yeah, no problem. I'm really glad everyone came by and enjoyed it, and thank you again for both reminding me earlier to update the this Donothon information, and for offering the headshot raffle, which we will start next time after I have time to research how to do it. All right, so let's see who we have? So I always try to match like vibe. God, why are so many people playing Elden Ring? Has there been like a resurgence in that? I doubt that there has been, like, they didn't announce DLC or anything. I don't know. But I think I found someone. Actually, let me roll, because there's two people doing art adjacent things. Odd, even. Oh, it is odd, so I'll go with her. Going to be rating Comet. She is a cybernetic mermaid and is working on stream stuff. It seems like mostly just redeems and a bit of art. She does a lot of like 3D modeling and stuff. Wait, invalid username. Copy. It's like she uses a 3D model and is really good with programming. So it's a handful of cool tools that far eclipse what my bot can do, and also seems to be working in Blender. So drop them by, say hi, and I'll see you Thursday for stuff. I don't know what's going on, but it'll be something. Bye.